of TakeUForward? Where did you get the name from?
We wanted to do it coding specific.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like code with Raj, code with Striver, code with this.
Recently, I think you left Google.
Yeah.
Well, one of the user, I think he watched all the videos and then he demanded for a refund.
Now that consumer paid us 3 months back. He used all of our content.
Right.
I am someone who's a big believer of customer bhagwan hai. So that's our motto in our company.
Hello everyone, welcome to TP Streams podcast. So today we have a very wonderful guest, that is Raj Vikramaditya, the founder of TakeUForward. He is widely known for building a very impactful community of learners like software developers and engineers, and has helped thousands of learners or even more from TakeUForward. Let's welcome Raj, and today we are going to discuss about how he started TakeUForward. What is he planning next? Welcome, Raj. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting. Chennai has been very welcoming. I think it's my 6th time in this city.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain outside. Not
Yeah,
the typical summers that you would usually see in
Exactly.
Chennai. Yeah.
So how is it? How is it tough right now? Like how things are going?
I think it's going pretty smooth.
Okay.
We started back, I think it's been 1 year now.
Yes.
We
1 year.
launched last August. I think we got connected in March or April.
Yes.
And I told you that we're gonna go live and it's gonna be massive.
Right.
And yeah, fortunately it turned out to be very good. And usually with YouTubers, what happens is, when you launch something, it gets a very good initial traction.
Right.
And then it goes downhill. I think that is something which we were thinking that would happen to us as well. Unfortunately, it didn't. Things are only going up. But yeah, now it's the down season. September to December is considered to be the down season in our market.
Okay.
So yeah, we're building, head down building, and then January to August is our peak season. We'll again peak during that time.
I remember, I think last year, that was in the month of August or September, right? I think you launched, and within a day, I think the site went down. I think there was a lot of traffic, I believe.
Yeah,
Huge traffic in the same day.
It went down in the first minute itself. So what happened was we were creating a lot of pre-hype about the product, that we are launching something, and we were talking about it across our social media for the last 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
So people were kind of anticipating that, what is it? Even if they were not able, they're not about to purchase it, but they just wanted to see what is it all about. So I remember putting out a video at 6 p.m. and the website going live at 6 and the website going down at 6:05. A lot of payment drops happening. So if I remember the exact numbers, we had 50,000 active users at 6 who ended up hitting our API. So 50,000, we didn't anticipate 50,000. 50,000 is a lot. Even if you look at the tech side of it, you want to do auto scaling, it'll still take a couple of minutes to, have one more instance scaled up. We are not expecting that much. So the minimum number of instances on our end was not enough to handle 50,000. So somehow we managed to get it up at 6:15. Again, people were waiting for it. Again, they ended up hitting it up. So it was going up, going down throughout the entire night. And eventually it got stabilized the next day. I remember we integrated PhonePe as a payment gateway, and we also had Razorpay as a backup. But at that time, PhonePe was running a lot of discounts. So we thought, initial time, we'll get a lot of sales.
Right.
And got to save as much as possible. So we integrated PhonePe. PhonePe went down. It was because they were very new to it. So they were hardly 3 months or 4 months into this gateway stuff. I think they're more stable now. They missed so many payments. I remember they missed around 350 payments in 1 hour. So we were not getting callbacks from them. Users were paying, they're not calling us back. So because of that reason, we were not able to give access. And the first night, our team was responding to emails because people were concerned, when you pay and you don't get the access, you're what kind of system is that? So people are emailing us constantly. Our team was active all night. I remember doing a lot of manual entries, give your details, finding it out from the PhonePe app, getting it done. So it was chaotic during that time, but it was a very young team as well.
Yeah. So what was the initial strength?
Yes, like three engineers and
Three
me.
engineers. Oh
Three
my God.
engineers and me, and we did this. Now I think we're six engineers and me,
Okay.
so we've grown double, but just in the engineering front. So yeah, most of them were freshers, just out of college.
Okay.
Like we ended up building something, but we didn't expect traffic like that. So yeah, on the course time, we understood what was required, and yeah, now we scaled up. Touch wood, last 6 months we haven't really failed at any, like we haven't been down much,
Okay.
and our systems are much stronger because we understand how much traffic to expect, people's behavior, the customers behavior as well. So yeah, that was the journey around that time.
That's great to know. So I had one question, like tough, take you forward.
Yeah.
Like where did you get the name from? How did you plan tough?
Yes, very random.
Ah,
So back in March, I remember the exact date, March 13th, 2020. So I decided I'll start a YouTube channel, and I was like with my friends, okay, what should be the name of the channel? And we wanted to do it coding specific.
okay.
So there's a lot of like code with Raj, code with Striver, code with this. And then there was very similarity with a lot of other channels because everyone was using something like code this, code that. We didn't want to, like I personally didn't want to do that because tomorrow if I want to scale it up, I want to move somewhere else. Imagine I, for an example, 10 years down the line, I want to just take people forward with my skills around start building a startup. For an example, it's not related to coding, it's more around the experience of building a team, managing people. What if I want to do that? I'll not be able to do it with that particular channel because the channel will be named to coding.
Coding, right.
So yeah, we wanted a very generic name. At the same time, the motive was very clear that we wanted to help people.
Got it.
So when you look at the terms, helping people, putting out content, you'll get a lot of similar words. The forward was a very similar word with
Right.
help, and then take, and then there was a you because I wanted to take other people forward. So other you, and then we kind of mixed it up. There was no AI at that time, so no GPT to suggest. We ended up mixing up a lot of words, like 10, 15 words we got, and this kind of was more like a bit of Gen Z term. And, take, not a you typical, like it's a you, not
Right.
instead of a y o u.
Yeah.
And yeah, it kind of resonated, and the short form was pretty cool actually.
Yeah, it is.
Short form was like TUF, so it was like tough. I remember Asus launching tough laptops during that time.
Yeah.
So we had a bit of conservation around that, but then we thought if we can build it on our space, it's a great short keyword because people usually want a good recall value. So tough was good to recall, and take it forward was something which resonates with you
Right.
instead of coding. And we finalized that name, and a lot of people still tell me that you could have had a better name, but I hope 1 million, I think we'll hit 1 million in a couple of months, so
Oh, that's
nothing to
great.
complain.
That's good. So, how was your journey before, like, starting? I mean, I know that you were already having tough at the same time when you were working with Google, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at that time it was a free platform. I think users were, and you were bearing all the cost, the
Yeah,
server
yeah.
cost and everything. So, and recently, I think you left Google.
Yeah.
So that's a big decision, right? Like, because like when I see from my point of view, like leaving something that's big, and at the same time, like tough is also growing and it's very big. But what made you to take that decision, like to explore more, to
Yeah, I
be
think
active in tough?
so there are a couple of reasons primarily.
Okay.
The first reason was, when you build a company, imagine you're working somewhere and
Right.
the founder is not full time.
Mm.
You'll not be confident of working there because you go to the office, or let's say you want to have a meeting at 2 p.m. and the founder is working somewhere else. That is a negative message that you send across to your people that are building it, because if you are not confident about your product, how will the team be confident about it? So that's the primary stuff. So I was seeing that feeling get into my people where they kind of, they were not that confident that this would run or something. This was running, we were seeing revenue numbers, but they thought this is a sidekick, this person will not go all in.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Like even when we wanted to hire people, a lot of people would ask me that particular question. If you feel this product is good, why are you not doing it full time? That's one. The second is money, definitely. Like I think with all of us, money plays a very important role.
Right.
With Google, like Google was definitely paying me a lot But then when you compare it to TUF, right, it was also giving me a very similar, if not more, at times more as well. But then that was while I was doing it on the sites. Imagine me putting that 8 hours of Google into this. So
Right.
I was sure it would double down or triple down, and eventually that happened. Like last couple of months have been amazing. Like we scaled like 2x, 3x in terms of revenue. So money was there, uh, people were there, and then when you get into that senior positions at a company like Google, there's a lot more
Right.
responsibilities. When I was a fresher, first couple of years, okay, I do my code, I'm done. But when you grow up the ladder, it's just not about coding. It's about managing new joinees. It's about managing interns who join. It's about taking a lot of calls. So it takes a lot out of you at that skill, because I was almost 5 years into the industry.
Okay.
And when you are 5 years, like when you carry experience of 5 years, you're expected to contribute in a lot of
Right.
aspects. So yeah, it was taking me down as well, health wise, a lot of
Okay.
other factors. Yeah, mixture of everything. And had a call with my dad,
Okay.
told him I'm gonna do this. So I told him I'll do this for a couple of more years, the Google job. So he said me, you said few months back that you're gonna do it for 2 more years. I said I think it's the time that I should do it full time. We looked at the revenue numbers. Yeah, it gave us the confidence, and we started doing it full time. And 3 months now, I think I don't regret it. I rather regret not leaving it earlier.
Okay.
If given a chance, I would go back and leave it maybe the first month when TUF Plus launched and we did good. I would
Okay.
have left it then and there, and I could have built it at a much faster pace, and probably would have been at a better place now. But it's fine. We'll just catch up.
Got it.
Uh,
That's
uh,
great to know.
yeah.
So, was there a defining moment when you realized that this is the time I need to help, the learners grow, or like help with the engineers?
Yes, I think there was. So I think I also told it on the social media, the international thing.
Right.
Yeah, I think a couple of months back, I told people that we are going international. When I
Mm.
say we are going international, we do a lot as of today as well. We do, I think, 8 digits per year
Okay.
when it's about international. A lot of
Right.
people don't do it on just our country.
Right.
We're doing it internationally, 8 digits in a year. Last year we did around that. I'll not disclose the number,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so when I saw that potential, and for for you to scale internationally, you will have to focus on literally every aspect,
Right.
because Indian customers and international customers are very, very different. With Indian customers, they would be okay if it's not ultra premium,
Mm.
but with international customers, when you're charging 2x, 3x the Indian price, they want everything to be ultra premium. They want the site to be up almost 99% of the time. They want it to be smooth. They want everything in place. Now when you want to do so many changes, when you want to build a product like that, I think you have to do it. So we are doing 8 digits. I told my team 2 years, 3 years down the line, I want to grow it up like 10x just
Got
on
it.
the international fronts, because scaling in India is easy, but it's like in terms of cost, it's slightly difficult because you can't have the price tag to be very high in
Okay.
terms of education in India. But when you talk about outside markets, you can have the cost to be higher, because
Okay.
the purchase parity, like PPP, is significantly higher outside.
Mm. Got it.
So when we were analyzing our revenue, I think that was one of the tipping factors where we understood that if we want to go international, we would have to go all in, and
Okay.
that kind of gave me that confidence. Okay, I want to do it. Like my team locks out at 7 8 sometimes,
Okay.
or they start at 12 too. But then during night hours, there are system outages which I handle at times. Like I
Right.
remember 15 days back, there was a outage at around 4:45 a.m.
Mm.
in the morning, and luckily I
Okay.
was doing something.
Okay.
So at Discord, someone tagged me, and I saw that, okay, you know there's an outage. I just asked the customer, can you just get on a call with us?
Okay.
And he got on a call with us at 4:45 a.m. according
Mm-hmm.
to our time, but it was pretty daytime in their country.
Right.
And they were like, it's 5 a.m. in India, dude, how are you fixing it? And all of these things. Also, he was very, very thankful. Like, so all of these factors actually push you much more. So if you want to do that at the night hours, you can't go office at 9 a.m. in the morning, obviously. So I think majorly international thing was the reason.
Got it. So, what exactly made you choose TP Streams?
Uh, so to be very honest, like when we were exploring like platforms, uh, I am someone who's a big believer of customer bhagwan hai. So that's our motto in our company,
Right.
and I wanted a similar experience. So we reached out to a lot of international companies that offer the similar solutions.
Right.
The price was slightly high. So when we were talking to them, I'm okay to pay a bit premium stuff, but the problem was they were not treating us as a potential customer.
Got it.
Like, okay, you're just one of 1,000 customers, and during onboarding when you're treated like that, I think the post experience will not be great, because while onboarding you, they're not treating you well.
Right.
So imagine my customer is having an issue and I want to get it sorted. They would have a channel where I need to raise the ticket, basically everything automated.
Right.
Which is okay, which is great to scale, but for startups like us, for startups which are connected to people, like for us, we're connected to people. Like, people can access us. If they want to text me, they can text me on Twitter, they can text me on Insta, and I do reply if they have an issue. So with such customer base, we also wanted a similar experience, because
Right.
if customers are reaching us out, we can reach out to people and they can reply. So I think the first thing was your communication was great.
Okay.
So we felt that these people, like, you value people.
Right.
That is very, very important. Like, if you want to do a business for long, it's not about saving 500 rupees per like TB or whatever it is. It's about finding people who actually value. Like, for us, I think that was the first tick where we saw that you guys were treating us really good. That went up. The second was the price was very affordable for startups who are starting. They can't like, we could have done it engineering wise. I can still do it, but on an enterprise level, you get it very cheap. So for us, we'll have not gotten the price down. So when I compared the pricing, if I was doing it engineering wise, I'll still pay 2x of what I'm currently paying you.
Right.
So that's 50% gone there. And then I'd also free up engineering team. Like, again, if I build that, I'll need a team to manage it, team to handle those things. So yeah, pricing was the second part. Third part was I think the integration was smooth, to be very honest. Like, when you ended up setting up your team with us, the communication was easy. The docs were really good. And yeah, once you're onboarded, I'll be very honest. If you provide me value, I'll never move out for 500 rupees. Right. I may move out for someone is slashing the price by half. At the same time, I'll come back to you and say that someone else is offering me at a 50% cost. Maybe you can come down to that. And I'm sure if they can offer me at a 50% slashed price for a long run, you can also do it, if that is possible in the market. And yeah, so that was the pre-onboarding stuff, which is customer experience, onboarding,
The pricing.
and the pricing. 3 were top notch with you. After that, when we onboarded, I think the team, the product team, or whoever leads it, they've been excellent. Like, we come up with a feature. I think I'm someone who nags you a lot. Get me this, get me that. They have done that throughout, where I've nagged you a lot. Like, I need this feature. And a month down, you're like, yeah, this is in production. I remember telling you 3 months back, YouTube has this wonderful slider on speed. 1x, 1.5, 1.15. And I told you, and the team is like, in 3 weeks, they're like, this is live.
Yeah, we did. Yes.
Yeah, and then that is something you want, because I want to be heard. Because I'm not coming up with vague requests.
Right.
I understand what customer wants. I understand if they watch a lot of YouTube, they would want the player to be very similar to that. And yeah, a bunch of other things. So the post experience has been great in terms of features, in terms of support. And then I think currently as well, the Telegram thing, I was not aware of it. I think you missed it. Maybe you should be publicizing it a bit more when you're onboarding people, that you can remove Telegram links. And yeah, I think we reported you a bunch of Telegram links, and it was removed within 24, 48 hours. So yeah, it has been great till now. And hopefully, I think we'll continue for long. I think it's been 1 year, 1 month now.
Yes, it's been a year actually.
been a year.
I think We started last August, right? I mean, even before that, I think the integration was going on before August.
Yes, before August it was going on. I think
Yeah.
we started paying you from August.
Yes.
It's been a year, I think. Pretty amazing. I think we haven't discussed about anything apart from
Anything.
features
Yes.
or all of these things. I think that is a good sign.
Right.
Typically, with businesses, what happens is I've been working with a lot of other businesses,
Right.
third party. We go every 6 months. Hey, why are you increasing the price? I think that has also been a
Okay.
very good thing about you.
Right.
Like you didn't come up and say me, Raj, some bucks up.
No.
I think
We,
that
we
is
don't do
something,
that.
and that is really good. With other like other third party applications that
Right.
we are using, they did come up to us and say ki, because they saw us making revenue, because you are also aware of what kind of revenue we make, because you see the bandwidth and you can estimate, okay, these
Yeah.
people are making this much. So with a lot of other third party applications, this happened. They saw our revenue going up and they're
Okay.
like, you're going to charge a bit more.
Oh.
And because we are so deeply integrated, now for us, to take out a bandwidth of 30 days and to replace a third party, get one more third party in, and then we feel like, okay, take this,
Okay.
take it. We don't want to go through that particular pain. So I think that has been pretty amazing with you. And I think I also referred a few other people.
Right.
Yeah, I think Priyansh got onboarded with you, and I think he has also been very. He speaks very high that you really respond well compared to the other things that they were using. But I absolutely love that an Indian grown business is really doing well, and yeah, good luck to you guys. I
This is
hope.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Like, thank you so much, because that's whatever you said, that's what we have done all this
Yep.
for. Like, we worked hard to support the Indian companies, especially the one who is starting from the scratch. And there's something that even our company's motto is, right? From the time we began, we have been helping them. And support is something, like, as you mentioned, something that we keep it as the key.
Yeah.
Like, the costing is secondary, but support is something that we focus on more, because sometimes the clients are left unheard, especially when it comes to an international services. And when it comes to India, people believe on international companies. I don't know why, but there is a kind of the mindset, I would say, that if it is an Indian company, they won't provide much support or something like. But that's not true, because when you go work with an international company, if anything comes, any issues, see, issues are something that happens everywhere, right?
It will
I'm
happen.
not saying 100%.
Yeah.
But if you want a response from them, you need to send a mail. You can't find a
Yes.
number. You need to wait for another 24, 48 hours. By then, you would have already affected, maybe
Multiple
1,000 users
Yeah.
that you had. So we felt like that is something that we had to, cover up,
Yes.
support from our end, like, because we feel like that's also our responsibility when you are doing your all-time business.
Yes.
Like, we should be available at the same time, like as you mentioned, your team
Yeah.
working day and night. So yeah, that was a lot. Like, thanks a lot for
Just a shout out to your founder as well. Like,
yeah,
I understand being a founder how difficult it is,
right.
but I see him active in the groups, and if I tag him
Right.
once, he would actually delegate it or make sure that it is fixed.
Exactly.
And that is a big thing, because I understand you did it initially,
Yes.
but then doing it a year down, the founder being active, yeah, just pass on the kudos to him.
Yeah, he's a very enthusiastic person. Like, he really tried to be proactive at most of the time, and as you would have seen, right?
Yeah,
Most of the time he is there. Yes. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that. Can you share me one story from a user from Tough, like a feedback maybe from the user that would have motivated you? Something.
So, we have a roadmap feature
Okay.
currently at Tough. So what happens is, let's say you open DSA, and usually in most of the platforms or courses that are out there, they'll give you a syllabus and you'll have to do it on your way. So with us, we have a wonderful feature where you come to us and you say 90 days, and you enter 90 days and you select the topics you want to do. So we go granular. You select the topics,
Okay.
and then you say, give me a roadmap. So it basically gives you a granular roadmap. Okay, arrays 5 days, dynamic programming 6 days, and it puts it on your calendar. So you can open the calendar inside the platform, and you'll be able to see, today I need to do arrays, tomorrow I need to do arrays, in 5 days I need to complete. So we introduced this particular feature and people loved it.
Okay.
And there's this one customer who came up to me and said, Raj, we can do better. Have you seen something like a Jira or a task management system?
Right.
Can you do it day wise? Because you have the videos, you have the video lengths. Can you take an input from the user where you're asking the user, how many hours per day can you give? And based on that, based on your video length, based on your experience, basically every user is taking a certain time to solve a problem. Whenever they open a problem, till the time they submit, you're you're taking every count. So can you use it somehow to find an average time taken by a user to solve that particular problem, and take the input for per hours, and can you make it more granular? Like, I come today, I know exactly today I need to solve problem number 1, problem number 2, problem number 3.
Okay.
Tomorrow I need to solve problem number 4, problem number 5, problem number 6. And what if today I'm not able to do all the 3 problems? Can you actually shift it to the next day? If I miss that particular problem, can it actually shift to the next day? And then I come back tomorrow, I see, okay, these are the things I need to do. So maybe I'll put my extra hours because there is a backlog. And can you color it off? Can you make it red? And can you show it that there's a backlog? Because, as humans, we want to be directed. With most of the employees that you have, you want to tell them, okay, do this in 2 days, and then they will do it. If you say them do this, they'll take 5 days. So he told me this, and I was like, yeah, we can build it. And
Interesting. Yeah.
and we ended up doing a lot of brainstorming, and now we're building something crazy. Like, it's on some different level. You'll get a weekly plan, weekly divided into a per day backlog system. So on the UX, you'll be able to see, initially the plan was for 100 days. Every day that you miss, it's going to be up there, 1 day extra, 2 day extra. So every time you'll feel guilty. So we're trying to build an end-to-end roadmap, a system where it is just not about one subject. So today when we talk about preparation, interview prep is not about one subject. It's about 4 or 5 subjects.
Right.
And a lot of times people find it very, very difficult to do it simultaneously.
Right.
So we're trying to integrate in a way, Monday you do this, Tuesday you do this, Wednesday you can do something else, Thursday you can do something else, and a Sunday for revision. So we're trying to build that entire module, and that's the V1 that we would come up in February. So the ideation is there. We're doing the design as of now.
Right.
Once the revamp is done of the international market, we would be building this particular feature. And once that is done, we come up with a V2 where we integrate this into your Google Calendar, if you allow us.
Right.
And then there's another V3 which we are thinking after taking a lot of user feedbacks. Once V1 is out, we'll take feedbacks, we'll try to improve it. And then we try to do a WhatsApp integration where you can select the time of the day when you start. Let's say you start tentatively at 10 p.m. at night after your office. 10 p.m. to 1 is when you study. So you give 10 p.m. 10 p.m. every day you'll get a WhatsApp message. Hey, today you need to do 3. So even if you're not doing, you're sleeping, you will get that motivation that I need to go up. Or maybe you can build an app where we can have in-app notifications. So that is something, gradually will improve. But just understand, the user just told me about a day thing.
Right.
And we ended up doing
yeah.
so much, so much brainstorming, building something. And then if we build this up, this is something that's going to change lives, because people always say 4 months I'll be prepared, and they take 6 months.
Right.
And if I can, tie them up to 4 months, I think that's one whenever this feature goes out, we'll just go and thank that particular customer. But yeah, he gave me that slight idea, and we ended up building something.
So this the whole thing is going to be live by February.
Yeah.
Right. So you do help for the interview prep as well, right?
Yeah.
So how does that like?
So it's typically when you teach DS algo,
Right.
that is the core pillar of interview when it comes to software engineering. So software engineering interviews revolve around DS algo, system design, and development in terms of startups. If you're hiring for startups, you need development knowledge. So primarily 3 pillars: DSA, design, and development. So we don't have development, but we have DSA and design. So these are the 2 pillars we have currently. So the idea is you pay us once and you get both the pillars.
Right.
So you can prepare for both the pillars, and then for development you can look for other places.
Got it.
But eventually, maybe 5 years down the line, we may have that as well. So the idea is to build a one-stop platform. So today, if you want to prepare for a software engineering interview, you don't have to take 10 different courses, 10 different subscriptions. You pay us and you get everything in-house at one platform. We are also offering something like a company-based questions now. So if you want to check out Google interview questions for the last 6 months, you can come to us. Hey, give us the Google questions. We'll list you down the Google questions that were asked. You can practice them. With every problem, you'll get a practice compiler. You'll get the editorial written. So there's a learning and there's a practice pillar as well. So the idea is to make sure they get everything under one hood. And now we are building the AI thing as well, where if you're stuck, you can take help from the AI. It's going to be integrated very deeply into the platform, where let's say you solved something and that was wrong. So when it was wrong in our profession, it tells you this was wrong because of this particular reason. So we'll have a AI button over there, help me improve my thinking with AI. So it's going to tell you, okay, you wrote this. This was a wrong thinking because you are thinking in this particular direction. With that button, it will tell you, okay, you can think in this direction to go. And then if you go ahead deeper, it will also tell you the answer. So you're trying to build that as well. Idea is to give them an end-to-end experience so that they don't have to look outside, open a GPT, open a YouTube, open somewhere else to practice, make a note, everything integrated in one platform. Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So there's one thing I wanted to ask you. So recently, I think not recently, maybe like few weeks back, or I saw a post where I think you posted it, where one of the user, I think he watched all the videos and then he demanded for refund.
Yes.
Was that a consumer case like he put on, or it was
No,
just
he was.
threatening?
So this happens every now and then.
Okay.
So with Indian people, they would come up with a request.
Right.
If you deny it, they would go, you know what, I'll drag you to the courts. And
Right.
like they don't understand the definition of law.
Right.
Because you can drag me for something that, let's say you pay me an amount and I don't deliver you services.
Right.
You can drag me to the court. Now that consumer paid us 3 months back, and he used all of our content.
Right.
He almost had around 67 active days on our platform. So
Okay.
67 days he logged into our platform and he used that platform extensively. And then once, I think, I'm assuming after 3 months he was placed somewhere.
Oh.
So he came up and he said that, you know what, he found a saying that we were not supporting a particular language, Kotlin. Yeah.
Right.
And he said that, you're not supporting Kotlin. So initiate me a refund. And you're not taking this feature request. So we said him that, in our landing page, it is clearly mentioned we only support 5 languages.
Right.
C++, Java, Python, Go, and C#. 5 languages. And when we are telling you we support the 5 languages, you have taken a call to purchase after reading it.
Right.
And you can't come after 3 months and say, you're not supporting some language, that's why give me a refund. If he came on the first day, I would have done it. It's fine. You did a mistake. You didn't see that particular note. That is fine. But after 3 months, for a feature we never promised. We also never promised that we're going to bring it up in the future. Something we haven't promised, I can't give you. Like if you book a Uber and you expect a helicopter to come up, that's not possible, right? So, he didn't email again. And there's no
Okay.
case. So I think even if he does a case, he
Yeah,
knows he's
you
gonna
are
lose.
pretty much clear from your end. So
Yeah, like what will he put a case on?
yeah, exactly.
That they didn't deliver a feature I asked for.
Right.
Like, it will be dismissed on the first hearing itself. So
Right.
I think with Indian consumers, there's an issue where they would actually go very, very personal with you.
Right.
And I understand the reason because I was a consumer someday as well.
Right.
They like we see everything as free stuff. We don't value products. We feel everything should be free, which is okay. But at the same time, people need to understand there are costs incurred to run servers, to pay salaries. If you ask the same people to work for us at a very low salary, they'll be like, no, I don't want to work. So I think it's about maturity. They'll mature with time.
Myself as a car enthusiast. So this is a question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I saw your status
Yeah.
when you purchased your new Range Rover Velar, right? Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
So the one question that was in I had for you was, you could have purchased this when you were already in Google, correct?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but I believe this was after, that is post the beginning of Tough Plus. You purchased it. How did it feel, and what made you to take that decision?
Yeah. So, firstly, I was not in India. I was outside. So I was in Europe.
I
before-
remember. So I think when we had the meeting, it was yes, you
I
are
was
not in
Poland,
India,
yes.
correct?
So, firstly, I was in India and I wanted to take a car, but it would just be lying around in India, and so that's the one reason I delayed it so much.
Okay.
And then when I moved back to India, we were going all in with TUF. We wanted to build this TUF Plus. So I was very, very occupied with this. I had a lot of Google stocks. I still have it. I could have sold it, and yeah, definitely I could have gotten a car. But then there's a lot of financials that comes into picture. So with just working at Google, what would have happened was I would have exhausted my majority of the savings
Right.
to purchase something like this. Now with TUF Plus coming in, I made a bit more. So financially, you were secure enough to
Right.
purchase it. The first car I took was not actually a Range Rover. It was a Tata Curve.
Ah,
Yeah, I took it for my dad.
okay.
And I gifted him, and I told him, just go and drive it.
Okay.
So he wanted a new car with a sunroof.
Okay.
So he had this thing that I need a sunroof so that I can go out.
Mm.
And he told me, I told him, yeah, go ahead and book whatever you want. He came back with some car which was around 8-9 lakhs. I like, take a good one at least.
Okay.
And then he asked me, okay, which one? And then I told him, you can check out the Curve, you can check out the SUVs that are there. So SUVs felt a bit big for him. So he said that I'm okay with a Curve. So he took a Curve. I was driving it. I found it good. And then I thought I'd take a car because I wanted a car. In Bangalore, you cannot survive without a private vehicle because to book an Uber, it takes days. Like if you want to book an Uber, it'll take an hour. And you have to open 5 applications to book a cab. So I definitely needed a car. Now the question was which car? So I was thinking of taking something around the 30-40 range. And I was about to take something around that. Had a call with my dad, had a call with few of my close friends. And they said me one thing, you live life once. And you have worked hard so much for the last 5 years. You should be, because till the last purchase, I've never taken anything for myself apart from the phone or something which is needed for my profession. I never have taken anything for myself. So my dad said me that go ahead and do it for yourself. So at that point I started looking at a luxury car and then started exploring options. There's a Merc, there's an Audi, there's a BMW, and then with every car that I was thinking, I was constantly in touch with my dad, sending him pictures. Do you like it? I and my dad are very close. Like we keep conversing about these things, sending it out to my close friends, and then everyone's like, no one was going wow. Till the moment I ended up sending this Range Rover, and then I understood, this Range Rover is a Range Rover. Like you would see Mercs floating around, maybe not the higher end, but normal people will not understand the difference between a higher end Merc and a lower end Merc.
Right.
But then when you talk about a Range Rover is a Range Rover because there are only few variants
Few
of
variants,
it.
right.
So that's one thing. Then I went and I saw the car in the showroom and I booked it in 2 hours. So I landed in Kolkata. I told my dad, let's go. We went to the showroom and I checked it out. And then I want to book it. And they're like, now? I was like, yeah, sure. In a couple of hours, we did the booking and I flew back to Bangalore. So yeah, all happened in 2 hours. It was a good choice.
Right.
And I enjoyed driving it, to be very honest now. And it was a tick box I wanted to check. I checked it, now it feels normal. To be very honest, yeah.
So any further plans of the next?
I wanted to buy something on the higher end now. Something like a Ferrari or a
okay.
Lambo.
Great.
But then the Indian roads,
No, I think that's cool with Bangalore, I guess.
no, Bangalore roads are worse. Yeah.
Come on, you're not gonna take it for a daily drive, anyways.
Yeah, but the thing is now my dad told me that, so I stay at a rented place.
Okay.
So he said, you want to stay at a rented place with a Ferrari or a Lambo, people are going to laugh at you. And so at that moment, like, theek hai, let me wait. So now we're thinking to get a home in Bangalore.
Okay.
So once we're done with it, maybe if I save a lot, but I have that in my, like, I'm a big car. Like, I absolutely love, checking out cars. And yeah, I'm into it. So
I will suggest you one car.
which one?
If you're planning to, you can go for a Porsche GT3
Yes.
RS. Yeah. You can try it out. You can see the test drive.
So the problem is, as I said, Indian roads, and I'm not a big fan of having a couple of cars in my garage because I know one will rust.
You're gonna love it because you're already deciding to buy either. I mean, you have it in your plan.
I was thinking of, so have you seen this Lamborghini Urus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're SUV kind of guy.
Yes, SUV kind of guy, and the other reason is I can take it everywhere.
Right.
Because there's a base clearance over there, so I can take it everywhere as well. And but the problem with that car is it has a 2-year waiting. So that is a big problem with that car. So if I want to buy it, I have to book it a couple of years back.
Couple of years back.
And yeah, let's see what happens. But I'm happy with this. So 3-4 years I'm gonna drive this,
That is
and then once I make more, I'll think about it.
great.
Yeah,
What keeps you motivated? Like, because as a founder,
yeah.
so there will be days you will be down most
Yeah.
of the time. How do you keep yourself? Because you have a team that you have
Mhm.
to look after. You have to keep them motivated at the same time. So what do you do exactly? Like, in the sense, uh, it could be anything, right? Maybe a physical, you might be working out, or mentally relaxation. So what do you depend upon for that?
Uh, like initially, if I have to be very honest, it was the money that drove me,
Okay,
because I knew what I'm doing is bringing me a lot of money. Like when
right,
I'm talking about the start of TUF Plus,
great.
before that it was a lot of passion.
Hmm.
Now it's a mixture of passion plus money, because sorry, when you do things, you want result as well, because you come from a middle class family, you want to take your family up as well,
Right.
and so that drives you. No one can deny it. Like we want to have a new job because it pays us well. So money eventually has to be a driving factor someday or the other. So
Right.
money is definitely there, but now the money part has gone a bit silent for me, because I think even if I leave everything today, I can still survive for the next 15-20 years just on the interest that I would earn. So if I leave today, but uh, now what I do is like I just enjoy it. Like as I told you about this particular feature,
Right.
I just enjoy thinking. Like I enjoy thinking and building it, and then letting the users use it. So I've gone into this zone. Previously I was more into that influencer zone where I wanted to put up videos, check out the number of views, and then went I wanted to build a product, I wanted people to purchase it. And now I'm in that zone where I want to build things which makes people lives easier. At the same time, I get a lot of feedbacks, I can build something else. So I'm in that building mentality, so that
Right.
is keeping me going. So what I would say is every year I found something or the other that keeps me going. I'm
Okay.
not sure what it will be tomorrow,
Hmm.
but as of today, it's about I know we're looking at a revamp. So I'm looking at, okay, the day it goes live, what will be the people's reaction? So I'm looking forward to it. Now that is the thing that is keeping me going. And again, I know that in February we're launching these amazing features.
Hmm.
So that's in the hindsight again is getting me going. I'm talking to my designers. A lot of now I need to manage a couple of things. We're doing a revamp, which is the immediate goal. So the engineering team I have to manage. And then I'll also have to plan for the February thing.
Right.
So I'm managing the design team. We're sitting back, we're thinking. So there's a couple of roles. One is the current, while the other one is the future. So
Future.
when you are thinking so much, you automatically will have that energy to actually think. The problem arises when you don't have a lot of things to do on your plate. Imagine I'm sitting, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in the next 6 months. That is when the problem arises and you'll not be motivated. But for me, touchwood till date, I found something or the other. Like initially it was the YouTube, then the website came, and then TUF Plus came, and now the international expansion.
Right.
I learn about US markets, how they operate, how the influencers operate over there, how the customers think. Maybe 1 year down the line, we'll do something else. You don't know. That keeps me going. At the same time, the team has been very helpful.
Okay.
So with my team, I think they're more like a family to me. We have discussions about everything. They're here in Bangalore for the last 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
Uh, we're staying together. So a lot of times they're just sitting and talking about life. So you also feel at home. So when you feel at home doing things you like, you'll automatically keep going. That is the thing. I can't be particular, to be very honest. A lot of people would be particular. This keeps me going.
Right.
I think it has to be a mixture of a lot of things.
Passion, money,
Money,
a
yeah,
lot of
everything.
yeah.
Because passion से घर नहीं चलता है. मतलब बहुत like that is sheer honesty. मतलब
Right.
a lot of people do a lot of things for passion,
Okay.
but eventually यार घर भी चलाना रहता है.
Exactly.
So that is the thing. Yeah.
Great. Great. I wanted to ask you that for other like other people or other engineers who are planning to start something like what you have done, what would you like to advise them?
The one thing is, if your only goal is to earn money, I think you shouldn't be doing it.
Hmm.
You look at every founder,
Right.
every Indian product. I'll be more specific. Every Indian product, everyone has a different kind of passion. You look at Zomato's founder. He's all time into it. He'll
Right.
be thinking something up here and there. Look at these Zepto founders. They're so young. And the passion that they carry. even today, like they would keep thinking about multiple things. They'll get involved a lot of things. So look at this guy Aman, right? The boat guy.
Yeah.
He was so passionate. He ended up wearing boat t-shirt to every place,
Right.
and he was like, "I am gonna promote it end to end." Even if people called him out so many times for different reasons, but he was so passionate. So one thing is, if you're building, just don't build it because you want to be called a founder or a CEO. Build it because you genuinely believe that this is going to, change people's life. Could be anything. Could be literally anything, because you never know. Your solution can change a tiny part of someone's life. And that is absolutely okay. So first is find a reason to build it. Then you should be passionate. You should be deeply passionate about it. And then you can take the leap. You can start building. If you're working somewhere, I'll advise you can start it on your side. You can initially launch a MVP, which is the minimal viable product. Launch it, take users' feedback, because a lot of times we are so deep into our product that we forget about users. We don't understand what user wants. So it's also important to understand if the user likes it or not. Take an initial feedback, then keep improving your product. So that is what I'll say. A lot of founders do this mistake, they feel that we're going to build everything and then we are going to launch. That never works, because you'll end up spending a couple of years, you'll end up burning money, and eventually when you launch, people are like, we don't like it. So it's better to launch a very simple version. Don't do a lot of over engineering, because a lot of times the engineer inside you will take over and you'll feel, okay, I'm going to do this amazingly well engineering wise, because no one sees engineering. All people care is it usable, is it adding value, what kind of systems you're deploying on the back end. They do not care as long as it is working, as long as it is up. So do not over engineer. Take users feedback and be passionate about what you're building, and be very, very passionate. Like, that is a no compromise. Like, you'll have to be passionate.
Got it. That was an insightful advice for the one who is looking to start.
Yeah.
So before we end, so I had this question. Let's say that TP Streams is your product,
Yeah.
something that you have started. How would you make it look, like the feature wise and the product wise?
I think as of now, we have a lot of features.
Right.
We have the media player, we have the speed stuff, we have the memory where, it remembers where the user left, and a lot of other things with DRM and everything. So that's great. But if I was the founder at this particular point, I would look at, what's coming in.
Okay.
I see AI coming in, right? And I'd also take a lot of inspiration from YouTube, because it kind of leads the charts when it comes to media players. If you see most of the media players, they're kind of inspired from YouTube, because it is the OG and there's no one denying it. So I'd actually take a lot of inspiration from it, because most of the consumers consume content from YouTube. That is their default media player.
Right.
Now, when someone is used to a default media player, I cannot change a lot of things, because the moment I change everything, the transition of a user from a YouTube to this one is going to be extremely tough, and you don't want to have that transition. There's something as Jacob's law, which states that you need to keep the user interface very, very common to the other user interfaces.
Okay.
Underneath it, you can do a lot of changes, build a lot of features, but the user interface has to be similar. So I'll not change the user interface. I'll try to keep it very, very similar to YouTube. That's one thing. I'll look at YouTube and I'll see, okay, what have they got it? For an example, my content is in English, right? Can you dub it in Hindi for me? Like, if you can bring in a feature where you say, okay, language selection.
Right.
Now, because you're an Indian product, maybe you can start with something like a Hindi, some languages in South, and you can experiment. Are people actually using it? Can you use 11 labs to dub my voice to a much more, maybe take a lot of connect with the creator, connect with the founders, whoever are making videos and hosting it on your platform. Take a lot of Hindi transcripts, like voice transcripts from me,
Right.
and then try to train your models and get that Hindi dubbing, because Hindi is a lot of
Right.
people use it. Maybe a bit of South languages as well you can add, and just experiment. I would experiment. Are people actually changing it? And as a party that uses your product, I'll be happy, because you know what, I can go ahead and say we are available in Hindi as well. It kind of attracts a few more users.
Got it.
And if you're able to successfully implement it, I know the first version would be difficult, but then eventually by taking users' feedback, you can keep on improving. Maybe start with 10 videos, 15 videos, and people like it. You can roll it out to a lot of people. That's one thing I'll definitely bring. Second thing I would bring is, we have the player, and there's a particular color. There's a lot of things. I know that you're also coming up with a lot of customizations with colors. So this is where again, engineering wise, as an engineer, I can think, can I give my, like, for example, TakeUForward or any other uh, client an option to, integrate their kind of a thing? Can I have that option where they put their code, and can we have something of customization? Because let's assume my platform is an orange, for example, orange theme. Can I have that integrated in that theme so that they can get that personalization feel?
Okay.
So that would actually enhance my user experience. My platform is having an orange base or a blue base theme. But I can have very subtle integration of bluish stuff or an orange stuff into your media player.
Right.
Can you have your colors customizable on every button, on every aspect? That kind of gives the user that feel that this media player is also the client's,
Right.
is also of TakeUForward, because as of now it kind of, we understand it's a third party integrated. When you're selling a solution like this,
Becomes personalized.
it has to be very personalized according to that particular website.
Got it.
So that's other thing. One other feature is, I'm assuming most of your clients are educational based, if I'm not wrong.
Educational as well as organizations, spiritual organizations.
Spiritual learning,
Learning.
to be very specific, learning.
Yeah.
So again, you have the entire subtitles
Right.
minute by minute. A lot of times user would come up to us. Now, this is a very critical user request that we have got. Would come up to us, and the video is of 30 minutes.
Right.
They want to see a specific part. So currently what they do is they drag and check out, okay, did he speak it here? Did he speak it here? Can you come up with a feature where I say, where did Raj teach this particular concept?
Okay.
And because you have the subtitles, you can scrap it using AI. You can say, okay, Raj taught this in the time frame 17 to 18. And then you create a block, basically very similar to what YouTube does.
Right.
Add block, section 3, section 4. You can just create a block and add it to your media player. Here, this is the block in which Raj is teaching this particular concept.
Okay.
And the user just had that prompt. Initially, you can have a typing prompt, and then eventually you can have a voice transcripted prompt. Enter, and your cursor automatically moves. Imagine the user experience.
Got it.
So, if I was the person, I would end up, emphasizing a bit more on the learning part, which is the dubbing, and as I stated. But yeah, what are the features that you guys are planning for the next 6 months?
So I believe currently, like as you mentioned about the subtitle, right?
Yeah.
So we have the AI subtitle that is already in place, but it is to English actually. Any language to English. That is Hindi to English or Tamil to English. And I had one question. That is like you are asking only the subtitle to be in English, or like you want the whole audio to be in
Audio. So if you see YouTube, as of now, if I upload my content in English,
it'll
dub it,
automatically.
yes, it'll automatically dub it. And
Understood.
It's very easy nowadays.
Got it. Got it.
There's a bunch of AI, AI startups that do it, and they have wonderful, like, bunch of data that they have trained it on.
Got it.
So you can just do it very easily, and trust me, I'll be happy to pay for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's something that I will
Yes.
talk to my team with.
Yeah.
And the second thing was the customization, right?
Yes.
So right now we have a universal customization as well as video specific customization where you can add colors to the whole video player. But buttons, I think I will have to look into it.
Maybe if I want, as of now it's very rectangular.
Right.
Maybe if I want to add a bit of shadows. You look at the new trend that's coming in. There's a lot of shadows, glass effect is coming in. So you'll have to stay up with the trend.
Right.
So if you look at an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
They've just liquid glasses there.
Yeah.
So can you do something around glass? Because you will have to be up there with the trend. Because if I'm integrating your player, it should look very, very modern. So you have to keep on evolving with the current trends. So that's one suggestion. Just keep looking at the trends. If you're seeing glass effect coming in, when Apple does it, people first abuse, but they eventually end up using it.
Right.
Maybe you can tell your team explore glass effects, and yeah, so that's one thing. Third, as I stated, user input and then finding out the places
Right.
on video.
So definitely, like whatever the features you
Yeah.
have mentioned, there's something that I will
Sure.
look into it. And on addition to that, you asked me what are the new things.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that we recently done, such as Zoom integrations and like there is staff management.
Hmm.
Like you can create multiple staff accounts with roles given to specific roles given to them, and along with that, now you can do the branding as well. Whereas
Okay.
you can add your logo. Like
Okay.
a
I was
overlay
not aware
logo.
of this.
Yeah,
I should
that's
be doing this.
so there is if you go to the settings, there will be an option there.
So is it is it a superimpose or is it encoded into the video?
I think it's an overlay. It's
The reason I'm asking is,
Yeah.
let's assume someone downloads our videos. For an example.
I think it should be there.
Yeah,
It should be there.
if
it
they
is
download it, it
encoded,
should be
yeah,
downloaded with
right,
the logo.
with the logo.
But there's one more thing you can do.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing a lot of people, screen recording, because I know
Right.
every software would have a hack.
Hmm.
Every software is hackable by some way or the other, because DRM has also levels and you cannot go beyond it because a lot of browsers do not allow you. So there's one thing where I give you the request
Right.
and you give me the video according to that request. You embed that with the email ID that I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Is it there?
There's a watermarking option.
Yeah, we haven't explored
Oh
it.
my god.
I think I need
I think
to
that
sit
we
back.
have to
We have to sit
we
back
have to
again.
sit back then.
Yeah. But I think that
There
is
are a
an
lot of
amazing
things.
one. It just
Yeah.
keeps on floating on
Exactly.
the
We can do you can do
Yeah.
that.
It can float every 1 minute.
Yeah, that you can set. Apart from that, we are also focusing on the live streaming. So currently we have this HLS live streaming, whereas it's a not an interactive session, rather interactive, but the users can
Webinar.
kind of webinar kind of thing. Like they can use the text. But right now, team is working on the WebRTC, like
The live one.
Yeah, the real time.
Real time.
So they are working on it, and it should be
Very similar to Zoom.
similar to Zoom. Yes, it should be similar to Zoom, but more than it will be something, I could say a combination of YouTube
Okay.
as well as, because why I'm saying
YouTube
is
live
it will be,
streaming.
because
Yeah.
why I'm saying is it should be also useful for people if they're going to have a big audience,
We
like
have it.
webinar kind of thing.
We have it and we use Zoom for it, by the way.
Oh, you
Have you used Zoom?
have you integrated Zoom with
No, we
TP
haven't
streams?
integrated. So what we do is we use Zoom
Okay,
and then we download the video, we upload it on your portal.
you
and
don't
it
have
goes
to
live.
do that now.
Okay.
You have an option
I
in
think
this.
we should sit more to understand these features.
So you just have to
Yeah.
you just have to like add the Zoom account. That's it.
Oh, that's it. Right?
Automatically, once the YouTube videos are done,
Oh, automatically the moment they download, they
Ah,
upload it,
yes,
it gets downloaded, and then we get the link.
Click the link.
We
Yes.
do it manually now. I'll add it. I'll ask the team to add.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's
So
nice.
test it out. Let me know if
Yeah.
anything. And yes, so these are the things, and
Nice.
pretty much the rest of the things you already know, like with the
Yeah, I
platform.
think rest of the things are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I hope just you keep building and
Sure. That's
keep
something.
innovating, because the generation is upgrading, and just hope you stay with the trend.
Definitely.
That's
So you see, when it comes to us, like we really take
Feedbacks.
the feedback from the clients, especially like because that really helps us
Yeah.
keep moving to the next, and we really uh, make them feel like that
Yeah.
really matters. So I would suggest you, even
I keep giving.
you keep
feedbacks.
yeah.
You sit with me every month. I'll give you like 10 features.
Sure. Sure, definitely. So that it was a great session,
Yes,
Raj.
it was amazing connecting with you.
Sure.
And finally, we made it.
Yes,
After
we
so many
made it.
months
so
of
many
planning.
months, so much, so many reschedules, and
Yeah.
at last we made it. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting, and yeah, good luck.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
See ya.